elderflowers are coming, the roses are coming. This one's going to go berserk soon. So beautiful. Okay, let's find a spot. Let's find a good spot to talk about healing. More about healing. I think this is fine here. The goutweed. Whoop. He's got a new rooster. He's just getting used to living here. He's been very, very scared, very frightened, because he's been indoors all the time. So anyway, it's so exciting, and I want to thank you all for your really, really wonderful and friendly, good, also very informational comments. I love how you share how you're learning on your journey. So many of us have health issues, and it's a real difficult journey to go on to really figure out what is wrong with me. Why am I not well? And so let's just go into this. So seen from a spiritual point of view, as I see it, we all came here to learn. We're all spirit in human form. We're a magnificent being who has come into a body, and we're going to live here for a while, and then we're going to leave. We're going to go back home, as I see it. This is just how I feel that life has taught me on my journey, and it really works. It really works for me, and I feel it's so true. So, and we came here to partly start this new age and to help the earth ascend into a new, very, very beautiful place. But we also came here to learn, and that's why we're having difficulties, because we came to learn. And yeah, if you see God as a father, which God isn't. God is not a man or a woman. God is just the one light that from which we all come and we all return. But it is like a father in a way, or a parent, and we've been given this time on earth to learn, because that's the only way we're going to grow. You see a child who grows up in a family where they're given all they need, and the parents are just running around making life good for them. What happens to those children? They don't learn, they don't grow. And so everything that's difficult for us right now is all part of this learning process, as I see it. It's because we need to mature, and we need to grow. And what does it mean to grow? Well, it means really to come alive, to realize who we are, to leave the lies, because that's what happened to us. We went deep into these lies and this very destructive way of living, very soulless, spiritless way of being, where we went into this 3D, very horrible, really very horrible state of consciousness. And this whole growing process is growing out of that and realizing that we're actually these magnificent beings. And we're here to shine this light. We're here to live in this magnificence. And so it's realizing all this in each our own way, because every single journey is different. But we're really we're learning the same things. We're learning that we are these magnificent beings, and that love is really all there is. Anything that is not love is really not there. It's just something made up, because we are love. That's our true nature, and we are one with every little plant, every grain of sand, every tree, every flower, every animal, every human. They're all our brothers and sisters. We're all one. And we're here to realize this and to live together in harmony. So for some of us, and for many of us, health issues are part of our challenges, and God needs to, He has to keep challenging us, because that's the only way we're going to really grow. It's not enough we're challenged one time. Oh, I have a bit of a sore tummy, I'll just fix that with some soup and that's over. No, that's not the way you really, really grow. It's by making it really, really difficult for you. And that's what this channel is so much about, because I have had health issues all my life and am slowly learning as I go. So we've really chosen this because we need to learn and return to our true self. So the more you approach your challenges with your heart, and with this deep sense of knowing that there's a reason why this is happening. It's not something that somebody did to you. It's really something that you need to work through, because you're growing. When you do that, you do really grow in leaps and bounds. And what is it that has brought us out of this? Well, why are we so unhealthy? Well, there's so many reasons, and there's not one cure. But what I want to say here is that because you can see all these diets, all these people talking about all these things, and some of them actually screaming because they're so stressed, they're so tense. They're screaming it out, and they're professors, and they're very, very highly trained people. They're like they've just gone right off, and there's screaming this message out that it's so important that you do this and this and this, and you don't do this. And really, a lot of it is very fear-based. So, and it is really a trap, as I see it. It's so important that we have this. We approach all this from our heart and from our spirit. And when we do this, we don't go on those fear trips, because as I see it, there's nothing dangerous. We are safe. We're completely safe. And we're actually being guided from within to what to do. And it's unique. It's completely unique for each and every one of us. So this whole trip that many people, and they're very good-minded people who really want to help, who have very good suggestions, often they stress, we all become so stressed because we're told, oh, you mustn't eat tomatoes, you mustn't eat potatoes, you mustn't eat bread, you mustn't, oh, that's going to kill you if you do. I was listening to one man who's become very famous who said 5 kidney beans will kill you, and everybody was going, oh, really? It just sounds so stupid. So that whole, it's just, as I see it, quite a low vibrational way of approaching this. So as I see it, the very first step for us who have these health issues is to come into alignment, just come back to ourselves. And this is one of the major lessons that we're here to learn, is to simply become centered. And we see it in all the spiritual traditions. That's what it's all about. Come back to God. Come back to yourself. Connect with your own inner being and sense what happens, and breathe. Breathe deeply. And when we do this, we lift our vibration and we feel much better instantly. So the whole thing of what am I going to eat, the whole diet thing, the whole diet thing is only a tiny aspect of our healing journey. It's an important aspect for many of us. But the whole stress thing and how our inner state of being, that's the healer. Stress is killing us. Stress, and when you become stressed, you become ignorant. You lose connection to the wisdom within you, and you do stupid things. And you just get, if you don't stop and come back to yourself, you can just run over a cliff, which many people are doing, because they're just so stressed, they're not conscious of it. So the very, very first thing, and the 90%, maybe 99% of our healing journey, is to simply relax and allow ourselves to become centered in this very moment. And whatever life you're living, how much you have to work, or you choose to work, or whatever, this is possible for everyone. And this is where the journey starts becoming really fun and really wonderful, because you come into your own master, your master self. And the people screaming and shouting about, don't do this, don't do that, you don't hear them anymore. You're not attracted to it anymore because it's fear-based. And when you come into your own center, you sense that here it's peace that resides. This is the peace of the earth, of the world, of all creation. This is the place where all is well. And that whole thing is that lesson, to learn that. And luckily more and more people are learning this, that they've gone on this trip with this diet or whatever it is, and they've just been so energetic about the whole thing, and finally they just crash because they're so stressed, and they realize, oh yes, that's right, I mustn't get lost in this idea. The diet was a good idea, but I got so stressed that I actually became more sick. So that's what more and more, and that's really what I wish to do with these videos, come to just tell you that the greatest healer, all the healing you need is right where you are. It's your own mind. It's your own choice of saying, okay, I'm going to relax, I'm going to breathe deeply, and just sense myself, that it's actually peaceful in here. Just switch off all these things and just relax. You can do that anywhere, really. It's easier in nature, but you can do it in a quiet place. Find a place where, even if it has to be a cupboard. I've done that sometimes, just gone into a cupboard, close the door, and just sit there and breathe, and feel that, oh, that's right, I'm fine. There's nothing to fear, nothing in this whole wide world to fear. And then you connect with your own master self, your own beauty, your own true being. And your true being is sending you messages all the time. And when you go to this place, you come into this presence, you hear the messages. They'll come to you. You'll sense them. Oh, that's right. I actually need to sleep for a couple of days. I'm just totally exhausted. I just need to sleep. I don't want to think about food. I just want to sleep. I'll just eat whatever, and I'll just sleep, or whatever. It can be anything. But for many of us, we're being told to relax. Just relax. And so yeah, there's just so many things. And I've really said this many times before in other videos. It just, yeah, this just came very strongly to me to share this here. And it's also, when so many of you write about your healing journey, it's this sense of community, which I feel is very beautiful, to sense that we're holding each other's hands, because this is difficult. This is not easy. And we hold each other's hands with love and respect, that all our journeys are different. And feeling that we're not alone. We're never alone. But sensing that there's people out there who actually care about you, I think that's really, really special. So that's why I feel guided to do this. So, and the whole thing of spirituality, which one of you wrote about, this is being spiritual. This is engaging in spirituality, coming into your center. It's the most beautiful place there is. for you. It's your center, your core. And that's really where God is. God speaks to you. So I just want to get a little bit practical. Now we've gone here. And this is really what, I just want to just share this. But of course, this is really the major lesson. Come into your center and stay there. And in the beginning, we keep drifting off, and we do it again and again. And some of us are going to spend the rest of our life drifting away and never really staying here. But many of us are going to come here and stay here, stay in this centered place, and just only drift off slightly. And when you're drifting out of your center, you'll feel it straight away because you get uneasy and you feel fear. That's a sign. You know it straight away. You feel fearful. You feel lonely. You feel lost. You feel desperate. All these things, all these bad things. So God keeps calling us. He says, listen, look how you're feeling. And just a moment ago you were so well. Oh, that's right. I just have to come back to my center. And it can mean that you have to stop listening to people. Just ignore them. Just let them be, because they're so stressed and they're stressing you. So, I mean, I'm just so straightforward sometimes. I mean, sitting at a table, and I was at this, it was a church thing or something. We were just sitting over a cup of coffee, and this man kept talking about all his problems. And finally I just said, I think you should just stop talking now, because I don't want to listen to you anymore. I've had enough. And he went, because that wasn't very kind, but I just couldn't take anymore. It was so uncomfortable. He just kept going on and on. And sometimes we have to have that courage to just all go away. But sometimes people need to hear, I think you should stop now, because I just can't, I need to sit here and have my, whatever, peace and quiet. So just really closing off, so you help yourself to come into this quiet place. So vital. So just getting it a little bit practical, I've made some videos about different things we can do, and I just want to say that I've noticed, that some of these people who are talking about these diets, they seem stressed. That's one thing. Another thing is, which is not very nice to say, but I just want to share this, they don't look very healthy. They just don't look healthy, and I think it's quite worrying. And what you'll see many people have is they have dark rings under their eyes. And this, I'm just sharing what I sense, I'm being told, is that we need to detox. No matter what an amazing diet you find, it will not detoxify you, because the earth is so polluted. That we're living in a very, very toxic world. And allowing yourself to do something detoxifying every day is just so powerful, and an enormous help. It's an enormous help also for your spiritual work of the whole thing of coming into your center. It's much easier when you're not very toxic. And the toxicity we have in our bodies is caused by its many things. And of course, the more calm we become, the less toxins will attach to us. So that's just a physical thing, that the more you raise your consciousness and you come into this quiet place, the more that toxins will go past you, because they don't attach to you. But many of us have been so stressed for so long, and we are still in a very stressed life, that we're just so, all these toxins have built up and they're still attaching to us. So the first step of centering yourself and having a very quiet, making sure you feel this inner peace, will stop more toxins coming. I'm very sure. You won't get nearly as many toxins attaching to you. But all the ones that are there, and you will start cleansing. It will be cleansed away. But I think if you look in the mirror and you can see you don't look healthy, help your body detox. Help your body detox. You're doing yourself such a favor. And one of the reasons why we're so toxic is because we have candida overgrowth and parasites. And I've talked about this before. And yeah, I've made some videos about turpentine, which I think is a very powerful tool also to detoxify. But there's also iodine. There's many different things we can use. And So I just want to say this, if you have any way, or if you feel this resonates with you, and you can you can see in the mirror you're not looking healthy, help yourself detoxify. And it's actually, I'll just give you a few things here, which I've shared already, which I think are very powerful. The first one is become centered. Feel this peace within you. Feel the love. Feel how you are loved and you're safe. All this beautiful, beautiful, deep breathing. Allow yourself to breathe slowly all the way into your lungs. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe slowly. Just feel the air going in now. Very detoxifying. Drink water. Drink water with sea salts. Drink when you're thirsty. Don't force yourself to do anything. And get good sleep. Go to bed early. I go to bed at 7 o'clock sometimes. I just go to bed. And I fall asleep at 8 o'clock. I wake up at 1 o'clock at night. And I'll be up for an hour or two. And I'll be doing some work, some videos or something. Or looking on the internet or something. And I'll go back to sleep, and maybe I'll be up at 4 or 5, or it varies a lot, but I always go to bed early. I mean, nearly always. Always before 12. I mean, I'm just not a night person. But allowing yourself to get deep sleep, and the best sleep is before 12. Very detoxifying. Find a way to get into fresh air and get sunlight. Do it. Even if it has to be on once a month, or go into nature. Find a way to come into nature, even if it's sitting in the park or walking in the park, because the greens are sending off all this very, very pure air for you. So brush your skin, dry skin brushing. Intermittent fasting. Don't eat all the time. Just allow your body to rest. And drink water, and drink maybe green tea. It's also very detoxifying. Green tea, even coffee, a little bit of coffee. And if you're doing the high-fat diet, some cream in the coffee, so you're getting some good fats. Try to get good foods that are from animals who are well and have a good life. Very, very purifying. Also for our mind, because if you're eating stuff from animals who've had a very bad life, which many have to do because that's all they can get, but it does affect our mind and our energy if it's not happy animals. And then there's, for me, that on and off I've been using the green juice, and at the moment I'm using the green juice, and that is very, very powerful, and I've made some videos about that. And always just check, always feel, well, how does this feel for me? Is this right for me? But it is very detoxifying to get chlorophyll into your body. And of course, the tip-top, one of them all, coffee enemas. Coffee enemas, 1 a day. Do 1 a day, I reckon. It pulls toxins so powerfully out of your liver, out of your bowel, it boosts your immune system, it boosts your digestion. It's so powerful. I just love my coffee enemas, and I think it's really a wise thing to do if you sense it's good for you. Just yeah, maybe give it a go. So and lastly, I can just go back to the ketogenic diet, or the high-fat. I think I'm on just a high-fat, low-carb diet because I have some fruit. I don't really want to be in ketosis. I need something so I don't lose too much weight because I get very, very skinny. But I have a girlfriend who just started the ketogenic diet, all high-fat, very high-fat, fat meats, fatty dairy, and removed. She was nearly only living on vegetables. She was actually living on a vegan vegetable diet, and she was so sick and overweight. And in 1 week, she is a new person. Those fats are healing her so powerfully, and it's just amazing that having this high fat, good fats, can actually heal your body very powerfully and cleanse your body. So yeah, this was just a yeah. all the things that I wish to share with you. And I just pray and wish for you that you really, most of all, the greatest thing I wish for you is to come into your center. It's so beautiful there. And you sense how magnificent you are and how powerful you are. And you start hearing the messages that are coming from within to you. That's the only place where true wisdom is coming to you. And the next step is whatever you hear your inner being say, do it, try it, and all will be well. So together we're going to create this beautiful, beautiful place. So yeah, take care, my friend, and yeah, look after yourself. Be good to yourself. See you. There's a little chicken. It's a little white chicken. And a big white chicken. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. See you, my friend.